A sleepy kitty is not complete without her cat bed. Hi guys, it's Katie from Yarn Society, and today we're going to make this cat bed for our Kai the kitty. I do have a crochet along for her and I will link that down below. I want to show you a few different options. This cat bed I made with a double strand of this tweed yarn by Knit Picks, and so this is the look for that one. The next option I did was this Super Saver. I took 2 strands of this, and this made, I think this was my favorite look for the cat bed because it had a little bit more structure and I really liked that. And then I also used a Woolies, this is a Lion brand extra bulky yarn, and that was to make this cat bed, and that also fit pretty well too. And for the extra bulky yarn, I just used 1 strand. So just showing different yarn options that you could use for your cat bed. For supplies, you can grab any yarn that you'd like. I'm just going to use this worsted weight Super Saver yarn. I have a J 6mm crochet hook, some scissors, a yarn needle, and then I have a stitch marker. To get started with the cat bed, I'm going to use a worsted weight yarn, so I am going to use a double strand. So I usually take from the inside and then I grab from the outside if you only have 1 skein. If you have 2 skeins, definitely use both. It just makes it easier. I'm going to start out with a magic circle. I'm going to make 6 single crochet into a magic circle. I'm going to start with a slip knot. I'm going to wrap the yarn around 2 fingers, crisscrossing it at the top, and I'll hold my tail with that ring finger. I'll push my back piece to the front and I'll pull up to make a loop. You can use that tail to adjust your loop and then insert your hook and get set up with your yarn. I'm going to chain 2, so I'm going to yarn over, chain 1, yarn over again, and chain 2. I'm going to single crochet 6 times in that second chain from the hook. Get your hook underneath both of those strands of yarn. Make sure that you have both if you're using 2. And then we're going to make 1 single crochet back through the same stitch, 2. Here's single crochet 3, back through that same hole, single crochet 4, 5, and 6. From here, I'm going to tighten up my magic circle. I'm going to grab my stitch marker and I'm just going to place it on the last stitch of the round. But feel free to place it on the first stitch if that's what you like. From here, I'm just going to make sure that I have 6 stitches. So I'm going to show you I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then this little bit here is just from our slip knot, so you can ignore that. For round 2, we are going to increase in each stitch around, which means 2 single crochet into that same stitch. Get your hook underneath all 4 loops because you're working with 2 strands of yarn, and we're going to make 1 single crochet, go back through the same stitch and make another single crochet. That is your first increase. Then you're going to move over to your next stitch and make another increase. So 2 single crochet. Here's 1, back through the same stitch, and single crochet 2. Move over a stitch and we're going to make another increase, so make 2 single crochet into the same stitch. Move over to your next stitch and make another increase. Move over for another increase. This is our 5th increase. We're making 6 total. And then move over to our last stitch, and this is another increase. I'm going to tighten up my magic circle one more time. I'm going to change my stitch marker. We're going to have 12 stitches at this point. Go ahead and count if you need to. For round 3, we're going to increase in that first stitch, and then we're going to make a single crochet into that next stitch. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. In our first stitch, we're going to make 2 single crochet. Move over and make 1 single crochet. Then we're going to move over and make another increase. Here's single crochet 1, back through the same stitch 2. Move over and make 1 single crochet. Then we're going to do another increase. Move over for 1 single crochet, then make another increase, single crochet, we'll make another increase, move over for a single crochet, And then here's our last and final increase. End with a single crochet. At the end of round 3, we'll have 18 stitches. I'm going to close up this hole one more time, change my stitch marker, and then for round 4, we are going to make an increase in that first stitch, and we're going to single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Here is our first increase. Single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. 1, here is 2, and then we're going to make another increase. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Here's single crochet 1 and 2. Move over to make another increase. Sometimes when we're working with these increases, your stitches will turn in on themselves, and just turn them back out. Single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Here's another increase. Single crochet in your next 2 stitches. Increase. Single crochet in the next 2. Here's your last increase. Ending with 2 single crochet. At the end of round 4, you'll have 24 stitches. Go ahead and push those stitches back out because they are going to turn in on you. Change your stitch marker. For round 5, we're doing something just a little bit different, and I'll talk you through this as we go. We are going to single crochet in the next 9 stitches. So we have single crochet 1, move over, single crochet 2, 3, here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. From here, we're going to stop. I'm going to just push my work out the right way. We are going to stop here. We're going to chain 1, so we're going to yarn over and pull through. Then we're going to turn our work, so it's like you're turning a page. Then we are going to single crochet into our first stitch. So this is our chain stitch, the one that we made right here. We're going to work into this stitch right here. So this is our first stitch. We're going to single crochet in the next 18 stitches. So place your hook into that first stitch, and we have single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and if you have your stitch marker in the last stitch of the round like I do, you'll be hitting that on your 10th stitch, but you can just take that out. So this is single crochet 10, 11. These double strands get tricky, so just do your best. Here is single crochet 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. We are going to stop here. So if you want to double check, we can just count here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're going to leave those open. And now we are going to chain 1. So just yarn over and pull through, and then turn your work. And we are going to go into that first stitch. So if you pull it, you can see it here. And we're going to single crochet in the next 18 once again. Single crochet until you get to that end of that ridge. We only have 2 stitches to go, so here is our 17 stitch and here's our last stitch. So just make your last single crochet. From here we're going to leave a long tail, so grab your scissors, cut that off. We're going to make a seamless join, so you can just pull that yarn all the way through. Grab your yarn needle and get your yarn into that yarn needle. Okay, to make a seamless join, we are going to move over a stitch, go through that stitch, both loops, and then you're going to go back through the last stitch that you just worked, and you're going to go right down the middle. And you can just pull that through. That will help just give it a little bit of a cleaner look. Weave in your yarn really well. And then you can weave in that middle circle piece that we have also. Once you're all done, you just kind of want to fluff it up. That right side tends to be a little bit taller because that's where we started. So I just like to stretch things out a bit. And that is it. Your cat bed is done and your sleepy kitty is ready to take a nap. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this crochet along. Again, if you want to get this crochet along, I will link that down below. You can also grab free patterns on yarnsociety.com.